Warning, the following video may contain loud audio, jump scares, and a whole bunch of other stuff that makes people go, "No, how could you do this? Oh, I'm so offended. I'm going straight to Tumblr, and I'm gonna sue your ass." Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on there. I'm covering my butt right now by giving you guys the warning. Normally videos don't even do this, but at times, during this video, it gets super loud, so take heed of this warning. Especially you headphone users, because, yeah, ears will be bleeding at some parts, so just keep the volume low. And with all that being said,
hey, what's up everybody? Julu here, and boy oh boy am I super duper hyped for Shin Godzilla, or also known as Godzilla Resurgence here in the States, to finally come on DVD and Blu-ray here in the States, hopefully sometime later on during the year. I could see this movie coming out probably summer 2017, the latest, but that's just me. I honestly haven't heard or found anything about a specific US release date for Shin Godzilla. Yeah, I am from everything I've heard about it and all the other news and videos that I've checked out on it, I am honestly super hyped about it. This is gonna be a very, very, very different Godzilla movie for a different era, and they definitely brought back the scary spoopiness to it, and I'm giving this a chance. I am gonna give this a chance because people find it questionable and a little bit odd for Godzilla, especially too with my co-host Sega Sean and his girlfriend Panda Mare. They're a little bit about this Godzilla, to say the least, and stuff. But like I said, I've honestly heard nothing but good things about it in Japan. Apparently this was the #2 Japanese movie in Japan for 2016. It is award-winning. It won a couple of accolades and some cool awards and stuff, but yeah, this gives me hope for it. This gives me hope, and I am definitely going to give this film a chance for sure. But right now I'm going to talk to you guys something totally different, but still Godzilla. I don't even know what you call this. A video analysis, a movie review, kind of like a mini movie review, I guess, with some awesome reenactments from yours truly, Kaiju. And I'm gonna talk to you guys about the films from the Showa series, Godzilla vs. Gigan and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Now, Gigan and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Now, what I have here in my hands, old. This is old. This is the first 2 Godzilla movies I've ever seen when I was a little kid. We bought this at my local Best Buy when they were selling the Godzilla movies on VHS. And for those of you who don't know what a VHS is, I'm not surprised. Times is changing. Myself and Sega Sean talked about it the other day that, you know, we're getting old. We're getting old, and you know, what do you call it? The millennials, the kids who were born in the early 2000s, they're already teenagers now. And what you call nostalgia, it's going to be theirs now. That, you know, that's what nostalgia is going to be soon. I give it a Sega Sean gives it like another 10 years, but me, I'm like probably much sooner than that. But anyway, digress. Here is my VHS, a VHS copy of a double creature feature. This is old. The box is completely worn and taped up, of Godzilla vs. Gigan and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Here is the front of the box with both movies on the both movie covers. Here are the sides. And here is the back telling you guys about the movies, and here's Godzilla on the top. Them hips! But what makes me laugh about this box set, if for you Godzilla fans out there who would notice, Godzilla vs. Gigan and Mechagodzilla, they came out during towards the late end of the Showa series, but this Godzilla featured here on the top is the 85 Godzilla, from the Godzilla 85, or the Return of Godzilla, from the beginning of the, I'm pronouncing it, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it wrong, the Heisei era, the second era after Showa, and this is the 85 Godzilla that you got here in this box set, used to promote these early 70s Godzilla movies. So you got this villain Godzilla, and you got this superhero Godzilla here. So, I find it funny. And inside here is, of course, the VHS tapes for both films. Let's see 4K top this. But anyway, on to the, what I thought of the movies, I guess, as a kid. Of course, I love Godzilla to death. I love most of the Godzilla movies, no matter how scary to serious to semi-serious to goofy to extra goofy or cartoony it is. All of them are just so fun and so memorable, especially if you're a fan of kaiju. And Godzilla vs. Gigan came out, I believe, in 1972. Here comes my nerdum here. Yeah, because Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla came out in 1974. That was used to celebrate Godzilla's 20th anniversary. And this came out, I think, 2 years before, 2 years prior. So yeah, 1972. Because Megalon came out in 73. So yeah, 72 for sure. And it features these four guys going out in a 2-on-2 tag team match, to say the least. Where we have Godzilla. This is the 68 Godzilla figure from Bandai. But close enough depiction of Godzilla being the hero in this movie, as he was in his later films in Showa, and Godzilla with them crest teeth here, brushing with them crest. And we have Godzilla and his partner in this movie, one of his allies, Anguirus, who made several Godzilla appearances throughout Showa and later on. This is the Final Wars version of Anguirus. This is the Final Wars version of Anguirus. Godzilla figure from Bandai. All these are from Bandai. And they went up against these two guys. We have, this is Gigan. And his original version, compared to his cybernetic robot chicken version from Final Wars. And of course, the almighty, all-powerful big gold dragon himself, the three-headed menace King Ghidorah, or King Ghidorah in Japan. And pretty much these guys duked it out in an all-out brawl. And a lot of people didn't like this movie or hated it, and some people even went out to say this was one of the more worst Godzilla films, which, I don't know, I find it hard to believe, because some of the battle scenes, they've used stock footage from older Godzilla films featuring Godzilla beating the crap out of King Ghidorah. And, you know, if you guys seen the older Godzilla films, you would recognize it and be like, hey, there's the stock footage. But other than that, the story was somewhat interesting, you know, but it's the same kind of generic setup for any kaiju film for villains. You got space aliens come to the planet Earth from Nebula M, disguised as humans, and they take over a theme park, but it's actually their own secret base, you know, because they want to take over the Earth and stuff like that. And pretty much in a nutshell, they use these two guys to come wreak havoc upon Tokyo, But Godzilla and Anguirus hear about it, and they come, and they have this big all-out monster brawl. And the fight was not the best. It started a little slow at first, but then at the end it started picking up and stuff. But it was cool. It was cool. One of the first, I think this was one of the, it has to be one of the first movies where you actually see Godzilla bleed, because later on this became a pretty bloody fight. Like we have, especially Gigan, because I mean this guy is literally a walking pincushion. This guy is a walking chainsaw and hooks and stuff. And of course, if these make contact to flesh, yeah, there's gonna be a mess. Like you just see Gigan. Here is my little reenactment here and stuff. Sega Sean, I know you're watching this, so you appreciate this. You appreciate this.
Of course I appreciate it, Lou. Of course I do. You gave me full reign of editing this video, and now you're reenacting a fight with action figures. I appreciate it, believe me. But I mean, in all seriousness, it's been really fun so far working on this video, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. As Kaiju Lou mentioned, I am a huge Godzilla fan, and I just want to give my piece really quick on Gigan himself. I definitely got to say he is number 2 on my Godzilla villains list, or unless the roles change again, and that is a constant thing that happens with the Godzilla series. But regardless, of course, as usual with most Godzilla fans, number 1 is King Ghidorah. But number 2, definitely for me, is Gigan. I love his design, his attacks. I have a lot of fond memories fighting him in Destroy All Monsters Melee for the GameCube. Of course, it's for other systems as well, but that's the system I experienced it on. Anyway, enough rambling on. Let's get back to the video, and technically for me, back to the editing.
Going to Godzilla, bam, 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 and blood was just spewing out of his head. And then Anguirus, kind of a dumb move for him, because one of Gigan's special abilities is that this thing, his belly spikes turn into a chainsaw, and Anguirus ran into it, and we all knew what happened. He actually had blood splatter on the camera. Which to me was actually pretty scary as a kid. You know, especially this was supposed to be for a kid's film. But eventually, yeah, spoiler alert, Godzilla and Anguirus kicked their asses with some awesome double team moves, with pretty much Godzilla using Anguirus Angie as a little spike ball and launching him to King Ghidorah, landing on Gigan. That's pretty cool and pretty funny at the same time. So they got their asses kicked, and they both pretty much retreated off back to Space Nebula or wherever they're from. So yeah. And but yeah, the movie was all right overall. I know, like I said, once again, Godzilla fans didn't really like this one due to the use of stock footage, or that it could have been better. It could have been a better all-out battle royal match, but for what it was, it's very entertaining. If you just like just to see monster fighting or monster appearances in general, then this movie is for you. So don't expect that much of a huge soap opera type story. You know, look elsewhere. Not in a kaiju movie. It's all about the kaiju. And next we got Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Came out in 1974 for Godzilla's 20th anniversary. And of course, it is the robot version of Godzilla, which they've made several Mechagodzillas throughout the eras. Different versions, Mechagodzillas 1, 2, and 3, but this was the original one. Who made 2 movie appearances, this one in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, and also in the sequel that came out a year later, The Terror of Mechagodzilla, which was the last movie of the Showa era. And this right here is actually a foot-long sized Mechagodzilla bank. Really rare item now, made by Bandai. This came out a few years back during the holiday season, and myself and Sega Sean were fortunate to find these. Here's a little coin slot here. Or you guys have seen this in a certain parody video we did a while back.
Fucking dead.
Yeah! But yeah, this movie was good. people actually considered this one to be one of the best, if not the best, Godzilla movies out there. And it's very good, very bloody, very much more bloodier, to be honest with you, than Godzilla vs. Gigan. Of course, premise, aliens come to Earth as well, disguised as humans, and they're from some nebula. I think the same one. I wonder if these guys... No, they're not the same aliens. The first one, Gigan, these guys are apparently cockroaches. These guys are apparently like gorilla aliens. Whatever. They don't really explain much to it. It's just the premise. And of course they have Mechagodzilla come to Earth. Well, they built this guy. Sorry, King Caesar. And he came around disguised as Godzilla for a little bit. Everyone thought it was Godzilla attacking this Tokyo and everything. And but then Anguirus came along in his brief appearance in the movie, fought this fake Godzilla, and Godzilla, this fake Mechagodzilla, oh my god. Beat the crap out of him. I'm keeping this in. I don't care. Godzilla beat the crap out of Anguirus, and I pretty much, just in a reenactment here, ripped up this dude's mouth and just pulled out his tongue, and just blood was everywhere, and poor Anguirus' mouth was just dangling. So yeah, definitely not a kid's moment there. It was very disturbing, to say the least. And he's gone, and these two meet. He reveals himself to Godzilla, beats the crap out of Godzilla in a bloody bath. You literally see like a pool of blood in the ocean. Everyone thinks Godzilla's dead. All hope is lost. But wait a minute! For the first time ever, new monster, King Caesar, which is based on, I think, a certain Japanese god or Japanese religion, but it's pretty much like a lion dog type of monster, who made only 2 appearances in the Godzilla series. One, his first appearance in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, and once again, freaking 30 years later in Godzilla Final Wars. And yeah, this is King Caesar, who was a stone statue, but pretty much from an ancient prophecy, and some very long singing. They reawaken him, and he goes to fight Mechagodzilla. And very fast, very athletic monster. His ability is that Mechagodzilla, he shoots like missiles and lasers out all over up the ass, and shoots lasers, what's cool, at King Caesar, right into his eyes, but he deflects them back. So I guess that's a hidden ability he has. But yeah, gets his ass kicked. Godzilla comes back. They fight in another bloody battle. King Caesar join forces, beat the crap out of Mechagodzilla. Pretty much in this reenactment, all they did was the bully phase, Godzilla holding him in the back, and King Caesar going, just keep pounding away. Until Godzilla just literally, he just popped his head like a soda cap. That's pretty much how it went, and Mechagodzilla go boom boom. Allahu Akbar. He explodes, and yeah, and Godzilla was like, "Oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, I got your back, G-Man." And King Caesar goes back into his cave, becomes a stone, and Godzilla goes back into the ocean until the aliens come back a year later, and they bring back Mechagodzilla with that annoying little shit Titanosaurus. God, I hate Titanosaurus so much. But pretty much, I give this movie 5 cookies. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I give this movie 5 stars. This was the best kaiju movie out there. It was probably one of the best Godzilla movies. It's up there to me. It's in my top 5. I have no cons to say about this one.
I just like making videos. I like making wrestling videos for all of you people that have subscribed for this type of content. So yeah, just give me, basically just give me some ideas and I would consider them.
Wow.
Godzilla vs. Gigan, I give it a on the grading scale. I guess it's time to grade because this is what you do, right? Godzilla vs. Gigan, I give this I give that one, I gotta say, at the very least 7 out of 10. And but no, for Godzilla vs. Mecha G, I give it 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, 5 stars. Great movie all around. Very, very violent kaiju movie, but cool at the same time. We introduced King Caesar, really cool. And Mecha Godzilla looks a little silly, but you know, it was the 70s. Times was more times were simpler. And yeah, but Godzilla tries to do the same attempt in the second movie, but haha, joke's on him. It doesn't work out as well. Yeah. But pretty much this was my brief synopsis of Godzilla vs. Gigan and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. So what do you guys think in the comment section below? What was your favorite Godzilla movie, and why, or your favorite kaiju overall? You know, say whatever you want in the comment section. You know, everybody's welcome. Don't be shy. On this very kaiju note here, I'm Kaiju.
Just final thoughts. It was okay, you know.